3 of Advent 2019. I'm Tiffany, and I tonight am drinking a Shiner seasonal beer. This is the holiday, the Cheer. It's a Bavarian style dark wheat beer, and it's pretty good. I went to buy some more night before last, I think, and I went to a different liquor store, and the man told me that it was sold out for them. It had been sold out since before Thanksgiving, so maybe I'll have to try back at the one where I was able to find this. So anyway, just finished dinner. It was taco night, and my dishes are waiting to be washed, but I wanted to get this taken care of. It's already much later in the day than I had expected. So I've only got an hour before the Washington Wizards tip. They are finally back on the East Coast to play at a time that isn't too late for me. They've been on the West Coast where they've been having 10:30 p.m. games, and that's just, by the time it wraps up, it's just, what can I say? I'm a little old lady, I guess. I gotta go to bed early. Today I did not work, so, maybe this is a better version of me than what I gave you yesterday. Tuesdays are the days that I go and hang out with my grandmother for a little while, run errands for her if she needs to go to the doctors, all that kind of stuff. I call it my grandma day. So, I did a little bit of that today. I had a few other errands for myself to run. I did those, and while I was out, I filmed a little clip at another, historical place. So you'll get that, here in just a few minutes. Did I do any knitting today? I don't think I've done any knitting yet. There will be knitting during the basketball game, though, so never you fear. But I did want to show another project that I'm working on for Christmas. This is the Never Not Gnoming hat. It's a pattern by Sarah Shearer of Imagine Landscapes. This is the... Did I say hat? This is not... yes, this is a hat, but it's the whole gnome I'm making. But this is... You start with the hat. So I don't remember. I'm not that far. I think maybe I'm already into the decreases because, of course, the hat will decrease up and get that appropriate little gnome shape. So I think the pattern is written for 2 colors. I'm doing, I think, 4. I saw some versions that I really liked that did 4 colors. So I'm kind of taking those and using them as inspiration. This is going to be a gift for my aunt for Christmas. So, but it's cabling, I think, every round. So it's just, even though it's not a very big circumference, it's taking me a little bit of time. But at least it's underway. So maybe after I get the vest to a certain point, then this will be what I pick up next. But I did want to be able to show at least some kind of knitting today. So there's that. Oh, this is Knit Picks Mighty Stitch. They say it's a worsted. I would probably myself classify it as a DK, but I like it. It's for an acrylic. It's really soft. It's shiny. It's actually a pleasure to work with. So don't mind that a bit. I can't remember. There was something else I was probably going to talk about. I did my nails, like I said I was going to. I did all the Jingle Ladies, which this is a retired set. It was last year's, one of their Christmas offerings, and it's taken me this long to finally decide that I needed to use it, which Color Street does have a shelf life. I had to soften these up a little bit to get them to be pliable enough to stick. So, I wouldn't recommend hanging on to them. If there's a set that you buy and you really like it, use it. Sage advice from me. I think that's probably it as far as me yammering on today. I gave you enough, rambling yesterday. So I'm going to get to opening my Advent skein for today, my mini skein, and my trusty little scissors. And let's see what we've got here. Oh, wow. These keep getting better and better. This is neighborly light fight. And actually I talked to Dana earlier today, and some people had already opened theirs contacted her, and they said that they were asking her if this is one that she's going to be dyeing, and she said, you know, it won't be this year, but I think she is entertaining the idea of doing it at some point. I know that typically she's open to custom orders when she's regularly dyeing. So, you know, if this is something, especially once you see the still shot, that you really, you know, like I do, I mean, Dana, this is something else. Then, you know, contact her about it. It's so good. So, the only other thing, I forgot my random Christmas fact yesterday. I mean, look at me. The only thing I'm consistent at is being inconsistent. So, you know, whatever. It is what it is. This is me. But I remembered today. So here's your random Christmas fact. And I'm pulling these from the internet. So, I mean, you know, take that for what it is. You can only believe the internet as far as you can throw it, I guess. So somebody can fact check me if they really want to. But they're fun regardless. So the image of Santa Claus flying his sleigh began in 1819 and was created by Washington Irving, who is the same author who dreamt up the Headless Horseman. So, you know, creative genius he was. So I'm going to insert the clip from earlier today and get to my dishes so that I can get to my basketball game and get to the knitting and, you know, move on. I will say that I've also, last night, there was no basketball on last night, so what was a girl to do? I went to YouTube and I found some other Vlogmas videos that had been put up by other crafters, and I was enjoying watching those and catching up with them. So it's, you know, it's something fun and a countdown to the Christmas season, and also a glimpse into people's lives, which fascinates me to no end. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye! So here we are, time for another field trip. This is the Port Tobacco one-room schoolhouse, and today I decided that rather than just flying blindly, I've got some facts written down that I looked up on the website. So it's circa 1878, although the website said 1876. It was used for 77 years. 29 of those were as a segregated school. Grades 1 through 7 were educated here. After a new school was built, this one was used for 4-H club meetings and a library at one point as well. Now it is run by the Charles County Retired Teachers Associations. Children in the county in grades 2 get to come and experience for a half a day what school would have been like for children that attended here. And it's a pretty cool bit of history, again, in my area. And I realized yesterday that I keep saying my area, and I never did tell you what exactly my area was. So I live in southern Maryland. Maryland is a state on the east coast of the United States, in case you are not familiar. And it's steeped in history. We are, where I live is only about 23 miles south of Washington, D.C., which is the capital of the United States. And there we are. Hope you enjoy.